this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Ryan Matthews. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 64 yards. Red zone opportunity.
Let's go! 3-19!
From the red zone now, Wentz. And Selleck here, left side. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
Set! Blue landed! No, check! Patriot!
Wentz to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Call it a 3-yard gain, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it second and goal.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go! Blue landed! Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
On second down, here's Wentz. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Wentz now on third and goal. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Justin Houston able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
And now here comes Kansas City. Smith, and that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run it Backlund now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Now, I think we need to tip our cap to this Eagles defense coming off that Week 3 performance. Just 3 points they gave up to the Steelers.
And how many people saw this coming in preseason, right? When you talk about the Eagles, especially once they decided to name Carson Wentz as their starting quarterback,
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jeremy Backlund, 54 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Throwing is Wentz. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. All right, no analysis needed on that, but I've got to ask you about something else. Teams who have started out 0-3 so far, I think out of them, Jacksonville is the one I would still keep an eye on. That talent level, the ability to strike on offense with Bortles and those great receivers, I don't think they're totally out of it just yet in the AFC South.
Just what I was going to say. You know, we're talking about the AFC South. Nobody looks dominant there right now. So even at 0-3, I think they still have a chance.
Yeah, after what happened to Houston in New England, I think everyone looks at them as not maybe being vulnerable, but also maybe not a team that's going to run away from them in the division.
Although only 5 0-3 teams have made the playoffs. We'll see if they can change that and make it 6. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be a Philadelphia first down.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And they'll go backward. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Wentz throwing on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The gun on 3rd down. Wentz. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jay Howard in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Brief break in the action here. We're back to Arrowhead after this. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well. Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought. They go back to the air here after the INT. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Looking left side. That's caught by Maclin. Jeremy Maclin. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, 85 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner. And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game. And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit. Wentz to throw on second down. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. Now Barner. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They run again with Barner. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds. Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys
trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. All right, let's take a peek at the league-wide landscape. 5 teams undefeated at 3-0. You've got the Ravens, Eagles, Pats, Vikings, and Broncos. Now, partner, throw out for a second, if you will, the Pats and the Broncos. Of those other 3 undefeated teams, who has the biggest chance of making some noise?
I think the Vikings. And I know they had to make the move for Sam Bradford because of the Teddy Bridgewater injury. And that's working out pretty well. He's 2-0 so far as a starter. But it's their defense. They remind me a lot of Denver in 2015, that season. The defense carrying the team, give them enough offense to stay in those games, and the defense might just do the rest. Mike Zimmer's got a heck of a collection over there.
By the way, statistician Ed Brady just gave me this note. 76% of 3-0 teams since 1990 have made the playoffs. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On first down, Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue landing.
They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's get you now, Barney.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Matthews the intended target, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect them.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Eagles are going to have a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now with Barner. And some space here. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a Philadelphia first. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it's a second down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll run. It's Barner. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Now Wentz. And incomplete here on third down. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So more problems here. It's a 3rd missed field goal, and they can't even get on the board.
It's certainly been a struggle so far, and it's easy to pile on the kicker. But this offense has to do a better job of finishing drives, too.
He's going to go deep for Conley, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Shift together here from the D-line. 2nd and 10, Smith again. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Play action. It's Smith. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw is Wentz.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here.
That was a really nice play. We were able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And after that play, we've got a man down, a member of the linebacking core. And the medical staff will attend to it. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree. One thing they did learn, find open.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. Smith on third down. He sets to fire deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now a run for Barner. And he's got room. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. He only needed a few inches, but they stop him behind the line. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Benny Logan in there on the tackle. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, You've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They come up in an offset eye. On fourth down, Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. First down, it's Smith. It's Hill, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 19. And that'll be good for a KC first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back to throw, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
To throw is Smith. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Can't find anyone open. Now he's forced out right. He may try and run for this. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
On first down, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Holly from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz, got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go!
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Wentz will try again on second down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Wentz now to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.